Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Ignatius Soreng sir, my colleagues and my dear students, very good morning to all of you. Myself, Dr. Ranjeeta, on behalf of my department, I welcome to all on the Nirmal Munda Intellectual Lecture Series, Government Autonomous College, Rourkela 2023-24। जैसे कि हमारे देश की परंपरा है, किसी भी शुभ कार्य शुरुआत करने से पहले हम हमारे ईश्वर का नाम लेते हैं। So, may I would like to request our dignitaries to light the auspicious lamp. Ma'am, sir, please. So here, our coordinator, ma'am, Dr. Sasmita Samal, welcome to the conference room, ma'am, please. So now I would like to request our principal, sir, to address the gathering. Sir, please, sir. Okay, sir.
शुभ सकाळ आजिर ए मेमोरेबल डे रे मु समस्त को स्वागत करुच्ची। ऑनरेबल स्पीकर ऑफ द डे श्रीयुक्त इग्नियस सोरेन महोदय एवं आमर कोऑर्डिनेटर मैडम डॉक्टर सस्मिता सामल मैडम, हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट हिस्ट्री श्रीमती बासंती कुजुर मैडम and other staff members, my dear students, आज आम एक ऐतिहासिक दिन। आमे एक नूतन आशा एवं आकांक्षा नहीं आजिर ए सीरीज को निर्मल मुंडा इंटेलेक्चुअल लेक्चर सीरीज को आरंभ करिछु। मु प्रथमे स्वागत करुच्ची आमर आजिर प्रथम वक्ता को एवं तांकठारु निर्मल मुंडा विषय रे आमे किसी सुनिबा एवं ये सीरीज क्रम रे चलिबो। आसंता काली आमे केमिस्ट्री डिपार्टमेंट रो वक्ता को सुनिबा। ए क्रम रे जारी रहिबो, किंतु ता सहित मु सर्वप्रथम धन्यवाद देवी मोर आईक्यूएसी सेल को कोऑर्डिनेटर श्रीयुक्त चौधरी प्रदोष रंजन एवं एसोसिएट कोऑर्डिनेटर डॉक्टर आबे कुमार जायसवाल दुई जन को जो माने एक नुआ इनिशिएटिव नहीं जहाँ बहुत कम महाविद्यालय रे आरंभ हुए। मु धन्यवाद दूची। आउ धन्यवाद देवी मोर कोऑर्डिनेटर मैडम को एवं मोर सब सहयोगी मान को जो माने आगवर हो काम को आगू को नेवाई आशा आमर ये कार्य संपूर्ण हेबो आउ फलवती हेबो। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to request our series coordinator, Dr. Sasmita Samal, ma'am, to share his views. Ma'am, please.
A very good morning to one and all present over here. Esteemed Principal Dr. Bijay Kumar Behera sir, Honorable guest and speaker of the day, Dr. Ignatius Soreng, Director, Sanskriti Kendra Tribal Culture and Research Center, Sundargarh, Mrs. Basanti Kujur Madam, HOD PG Department of History, and all my dear colleagues and ever dear students. My hearty welcome to you all. Today, we all are present here to pay our tribute to one of our bravest, heroic, and one of the hardcore, revolutionary freedom fighter Sri Nirmal Munda, who was an agrarian leader and a World War I veteran from the Munda tribe, from the Barturi village in the former princely state of Gangpur, which is now in Sundargarh district, Odisha. Today, we are having the inaugural ceremony, and on this very day, the PG Department of History is organizing its lecture series 1 on the topic Nirmal Munda, the unsung hero of Odisha. A warm appreciation to all the members, to all the staff members and all the students of the Department of History for organizing such a wonderful program. We shall continue this series of lectures by the name of Nirmal Munda Intellectual Lecture Series by bringing speakers of varied scholarly distinction to our campus. This will be an interdisciplinary lecture series and I hope to the speaker of the day, Dr. Ignatius Soreng sir, to grace the occasion by his glorious presence. We are fortunate enough to have you with us, sir, today. Your presence will surely enhance the value of this seminar. Many thanks also goes to the principal of this college, who is the main brain and the guiding spirit behind this lecture series. Also, Sri Pradeep Khes sir, to tell he is the organizing secretary of this lecture series. He has many contributions to this lecture series. Once again, a warm welcome to you all. And a popular saying is that well begun is half done. And I think this, and I wish this starting will end in a successful initiation. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to request our HOD, Mrs. Vasanti Kujul ma'am, to introduce our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Ignatius Soreng sir. So, ma'am, please.
Thank you, Ranjeeta madam. Good morning to everyone present here. Respected Principal Sir, Dr. Bijay Kumar Behera, Coordinator of the series, Dr. Sasmita Samal Madam, guest, Dr. Ignatius Soreng, all staffs and students. On behalf of Government Autonomous College, Rourkela and the organizing committee, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to this inaugural session of Nirmal Munda Intellectual Lecture Series. This lecture series is a testament to our commitment to fostering knowledge exchange. I extend my sincere gratitude to our Principal Sir, organizing committee, our speaker, and all of you. Respected Principal Sir, on behalf of GSCR, I extend my sincere gratitude to you. Your leadership and dedication to academic excellence have created a vibrant learning atmosphere within our institution. Your vision and support have been instrumental in organizing this lecture series. We deeply appreciate the resources and encouragement you have provided, enabling us to organize such an intellectual lecture series. We hope this learning environment will create a space where students can explore their passion, thinking, and expand their ideas. Thank you once again, sir, for your support. Your leadership and commitment to academic excellence are truly inspiring for us. My heart is filled with gratitude as I stand in front of you all to present letters of introduction to our guest of the day, Dr. Ignatius Soreng, such a versatile and multi-talented personality. He has been serving as the director of Sanskrit Kendra, Tribal, Cultural and Research Center since 2016. Many of you might not be adequately informed about Sanskriti Kendra. It is situated at Panaspara, Sankara, Sundargarh, and it works for the protection, preservation and promotion of tribal culture. Being the director, he has always been closely associated with the tribals and their issues of past and present, more specifically of Gangpur region, today which is known as Sundargarh district. Personally, I feel that there could not have been a better person other than Dr. Ignatius Soreng to be the initiatory speaker about Nirmal Munda, the unsung hero of the tribal upliftment of Odisha. Dr. Ignatius Soreng, he had obtained his MA degree in Odia literature from Utkal University, Bani Bihar in 1989. He was awarded his PhD in Odia literature from Utkal University in 1994. Again, he obtained his MA in English literature in 1996 from Sambalpur University, Jyoti Bihar, Burla. He worked as a lecturer in Mission Junior College of the SBD Society. I will just read out few for you. Among the books, the famous are Palestine Ro Chilika Kule, History of Gangpur Mission, The Careers of Odisha, Flame of the Forest, The New King, and he had also published some booklets, that is Pahadi Careers of Simlipal, and his major articles published are The Industrial Violence in Sundargarh District, Human Trafficking and Domestic Workers in Sundargarh Districts. Besides that, he had some major articles presented and published, and he had also staged some plays and one-act plays. They are Begging Business, The Fool, Hatiro Kati, and there are more other some audio albums and video which he had produced. So I am sure listening to him would be an extraordinary experience and illuminating for both the staff and students of this institution. At last, we are eager to hear your valuable insights for today's topic. Thank you, sir, for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for elaborate introductions of our guest. In history, we have learned about various leaders, freedom fighters, and some people who have worked for the society. But also, there are some people who have not been so popular, and we don't know them. So, one such hero is Nirmal Munda, who did a lot of work for the tribe. So, today let's know more about Nirmal Munda. So, now I would like to request our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Ignatius Soreng, sir, who is sharing his knowledge on Nirmal Munda, the unsung hero of tribal upliftment in Odisha. So, sir, please.
Honorable Principal Dr. Bijay Kumar Behera, principal of Government College, Rourkela, Dr. Sasmita Samal, Co-Ordinator and Assistant Professor of. I am very happy to come here to speak a few words about Nirmal Munda, the great hero in fact, but unsung hero in this place, which should not have been that way. And I am very happy that this beautiful lecture series is organized here, Nirmal Munda Intellectual Lecture Series, and done by the Government Autonomous College, Rourkela. Very happy. I am really very proud about this sort of things. And will speak. And since the topic is very complicated and long, I thought instead of speaking spontaneously, I'll read out the things that I have presented here. Wherever it is necessary, I'll explain a little bit. That's how we'll have to go. Otherwise, such a lot of things, if I speak now, it will be very long. So, Nirmal Munda, an unsung hero of the tribal people. Anybody had heard about Nirmal Munda here? How many of you have heard? Just about 10 or 15 names. Others have not heard of anything about. Birsa Munda you have heard, and so many other heroes you have heard. Nirmal Munda, hardly any. It should not be in this place because such a beautiful, such a heroic person he was. Mu mix kari kahi mote semti kuha jaytila, nahi? Jemti apan mane sunile ki ओडिया रे मध्यम ओडिया रे मोर एक्चुअली पीएचडी नहीं कि और इंग्लिश रे सब जगह अछि सो मते सेटा दरकार कोटा टेक्स्ट दरकार ओके तांकर सेटु टिके बायोडाटा टिके दे दियंतु ओके हिज लाइफ ही वाज बोर्न इन 1893 पेरेंट्स मारा मुंडा ही वाज अ गंजू मींस व्हाट Ganju and Gautia, those times, in the king's time, this used to be that, your your administrative units, and these are the titles. They used to collect the tax and give to this one. Mother Gomi Munda, village Bartoli, Thana, Raiboga, there, that side, next to Birmutrapur. Brothers Johan, Timotheus, and Anand Masi, family. His wife was Maria and son Pramod. Career, he was World War I veteran, agrarian leader, freedom fighter and politician. I'll tell, in course of time, apan mane se sab bujije kon eta katha hoichi. Tankar education kon aitila? Lower primary in Bartoli school, upper primary in Rajgangpur, middle school in Koranjo, that is in Bihar. And in 1917, he went to Ranchi High School. Labor Corps in France. That is what विशेष जनता युद्ध प्रथम विश्व महायुद्ध द्वितीय विश्व महायुद्ध मध्य India was supporting the allies. And so we used to send our military persons and the labor persons we used to send. हम पठाउथिलु से भितरे तांकर भाई आनंद बड़ भाई आनंद मसी एनरोल हिमसेल्फ फॉर द लेबर कोर फ्रांस जीवा पाई काम करे युद्ध सैनिक किंबा कर्मी हिसाब रे बाहरी थिले बट ड्यू टू फेलिंग हेल्थ ही डिड नॉट गो सो निर्मल मुंडा रिप्लेस करिकरी से फ्रांस जीवा को से वर्कर वर्ल्ड वॉर फर्स्ट वर्कर हिसाब से गले 1917 they sailed from Bombay with Father Hoffman or Father Fleur. This is आपण माने जदि पढिबे कोठी बही अछि किंबा नेट रे जदि आपण पढिबे केबे के हॉफमैन बोली के नाम अथिबो किंतु मते डाउट लागे इट इज नॉट हॉफमैन इट इज परहैप्स इट इज फादर फ्लोर काहे कि तार मो पाखरे तार डॉक्यूमेंट अछि किंतु आपण मान को हॉफमैन नेम तो मिल पारे नै चलिबो जाहेलो तेणु कर ये कर इंचार्ज हिसाब से चेयरमैन हिसाब से फादर फ्लोर संगे जाइए एज चैपलेन हिसाब से एंड दे रीच देयर ऑन 3rd January 1918 He was very intelligent student, and he had a flawless English. ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କର କଥା କାରଣରୁ ହିଁ ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ଉନ୍ନତି ବହୁତ କିଛି ହୋଇଥିଲା. His flawless English earned him the post of mate. जे ग्रुप भितर जे सीनियर थियो तांको मेट कुहा जाउतिला, तांको प्रथम मेट हिसाब रे निया गला. Then he became the head man, then he became the clerk, and finally he became major, and drawing a salary of over 200 rupees per month. Those days it was a huge amount. It was a huge amount. 200 rupees, my God. You know, you can be rich within 1 month's salary like that. No. Okay. On July 1919, the labor come. Okay. In between the work, 17 he went, and then reached in 18 and worked there, and then July 1919, they come back. Nirmal Munda returns home as a rich man and buys about 22 acres of land in Simcoe, marries Mariam, a daughter of a former teacher of Rajgampur, and settles for a happy life, and his son Pramod was born there. एपरी भाव रे तांकर जीवन तो बहुत गोटे एमती गोटे ये टर्न थिला कि से जने बढ़िया सुखी धनी जीवन यापन करि थांते नाइ मझिरे कोन हले टिके देखिबे किंतु तांकर से जीवन ऊपर हमर बेसी इंटरेस्ट नाही काहे कि ना आमे तांकु तांकर से पूर्वर जीवन ऊपर जानू नहीं तांकु आमे जानू को हिसाब रे इज ट्रू आइडेंटिटी इज निर्मल मुंडा the hero of no rent campaign 1937 to 39 no rent campaign no rent no deba pai jo campaign kimba आंदोलन जो चलिला आमे तांकु सेथि पे जानू कर देबा नहीं no rent campaign so no rent campaign that ended with the firing of Amco Simcoe जोटा की about 49 people died. इतने बेसी नहीं ताकू द्वितीय जालियानवाग मध्य कुहा जाए 49 people died in this firing और तारा लीडर किए थे तारा लीडर थे निर्मल मुंडा इतने बड़ा घटना ता विषय रे आमको ओडिशा रे विशेष किसी जाना नहीं दुखर कथा ओके 1937 to 1939 was the brewing time केमती सेटा ये धीरे धीरे उठिला से संघर्षटी एवं 25th April 1939 the real firing took place. We'll talk about these things. So let us have a careful look at the whole thing from the start till end. नहीं आरंभरू टिके देखिबा एई जिनिसटा केमती हला नहीं केमती से फायरिंग हला इत्यादि कथा टिके बैकग्राउंड को एबे हम जाउछु. Let us see something a cursory look on the rulers of Gangpur. ठीक है देखि देवा गैंगपुर विषय किछि आइडिया आपण मान के जान केते जण को जणा थियो गैंगपुर कोन जानि छंती गैंगपुर कोन स्टूडेंट माने गैंगपुर गोटे राज्य थिला डेफिनेटली कोन सुंदरगढ़ समग्र जिनिस से ये गैंगपुर थिला कि डेफिनेटली समग्र न थिला कोडा हम केते सब डिवीजन अछि they have got how many subdivisions 3 out of this what are they सुंदरगढ़ हाँ पानपुर आओ यारे कोटा बनाई बनाई तो गोटे राज्य थिला बाकी सबुटा गैंगपुर ए गैंगपुर भितरे आमर केतेटा यूनिट थिला 1 2 3 4 8 5 6 6टा यूनिट थिला कौन कौन यूनिट थिला एक खालसा जोटे राजांकर निज अधीन रे डायरेक्टली जोटा थिला सेटा खालसा सुंदरगढ़ एवं तापर आमर 4टा जमीदारी नागरा जमीदारी जार कैपिटल थिला कुआरमुंडा ओके सर्गीपाली जमीदारी हिमगिर जमीदारी एवं सरबगढ़ जमीदारी आमर 4टा जमीदारी थिला गोटे खालसा थिला राजांकर डायरेक्टली कंट्रोल ये एरिया थिला एवं हाथीवारी खरपोस कहले कोन खरपोस होची राजांकर रिलेटिव्स मानकरू तांकर कोन कहियो पॉकेट खर्चा तांकर जीवा खाइबा पय जो गुटे ग्रांट दिया जाए पैसा न देकरी तांको अलाउंस न देकरी तांको लैंड दे दिया जाए एटा को आपण माने चाष करंते एवं जीवंत खांतो हमकु किछि देवारो नहीं आपण मान एटा को जाय खरपोस हैला हेले चारिटी जमींदारी खालसा एवं गोटे खारपोस एटा थिला हमर गांगपुर अंतर्गत आ ये पड़े थिला बणई ओके सो दैट इज हाउ इट इज एंड इन द दिस कर्ज टिके जानी थिबार कथा केते जण राजा माने थिले ना आम आगर कथा मु कहून आई एम नॉट टेलिंग अबाउट द किंग्स एंड द किंगडम्स बिफोर दिस वन रफली अबाउट आफ्टर 1200 हम 13th सेंचुरी आके पाके हमर ए जिनिसटा आरंभ होइथिबो किछि हेतु जानन केते जण राजा हमर इमीडिएट राजा उनके राजा गंगाधर शेखर देव तांकर नाम रे गांगपुर होइथिला एई डायनास्टी फर्स्ट राजा किए गंगाधर शेखर देव गंगाधर गंग गांगपुर ओके तांकर कैपिटल थिला मसाबिरा रे राजा जगन्नाथ शेखर देव राजा जलंधर शेखर देव से मसाबिरु तांको कैपिटल को लीव शिफ्ट करके आने गांगपुर कोठी अछि इबो नदी सेठी सुंदरगढ़ ऊपर पटे नहीं सेर से इबो नदीर पश्चिम साइड गोटे गाँटी अच्छी एबे सेठी गांगपुर दैट वाज द कैपिटल देन shifted second capital राजा चंद्रमोहन शेखर देव राजा चंद्रपक शेखर देव राजा हाथमणि शेखर देव राजा जजमणि शेखर देव राजा त्रिभुवन शेखर देव कन्हू मध्य कहा जाए राजा प्रताप शेखर देव राजा हमीर शेखर देव राजा बैजनाथ शेखर देव राजा इंद्र शेखर देव ए राजा इंद्र शेखर देव गांगपुर गरु तांको कैपिटल को नहीं आसले एई वीर मित्र पाके कोठी ये कौन कहती रायबगा को कैपिटल कहीं तार इतिहास अच्छी आमर समय ना बेसी कहबी नहीं नेक्स्ट 13 राजा परशुराम शेखर देव ही शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम कैपिटल फ्रॉम रायबगा टू राजगांगपुर पाखरे गोटे छोट ये गाँटा थिला तार नाम नवरंगपुर एटा सेटा अल्टीमेटली दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड नाउ व्हाट एंड क्लोज टू राजगांगपुर देन राजा जगदेव शेखर देव और जगत शेखर देव ए राजगांगपुर कि नवरंगपुर कैपिटल को शिफ्ट करी करमडी आपन जाउछन सुनगढ़ करमडी रो राइट पटे और से नदीर से कड़े गोटे गाँटी अच्छी तार ना जगतगढ़ सेटा होची जगत कहते आमर नेक्स्ट कैपिटल सेटा तापरे राजा चंद्रभानु शेखर देव राजा मदन मोहन पिनाकी शेखर देव राजा जनार्दन शेखर देव राजा जनार्दन शेखर देव शिफ्टेड द capital from Jagatgarh to Suwadi and Suwadi was later known as what? Sundargarh. Evera Sundargarh hochi कोटा original Suwadi. एटी मु एटी काहे कि एते लिस्ट काहे कि देले आपण हमकु तार उद्देश्य होची हम जो कथा कहूछु निर्मल मुंडांकर कथा एवं नो रेंट कैंपेन कथा सेटा 18 एवं 19 रजांकर मध्यवर्ती काल रे होईछि एरा टिके जानिबार कथा आपण मानकु दैट इज द रीजन वे दैट इज हाउ वी आर एस्टैब्लिशिंग द एंटायर बैकग्राउंड सो महाराज रघुनाथ शेखर देव से राजा हेले 1858 किंतु से माइनर थिले छोट पिला थिले तेणु करी दो ही वाज कंसीडर्ड एज अ किंग that time he was not Maharaj by the way title Maharaj was given to him later on by the British okay Raja Raghunath Shekhar Dev but then since he was a minor somebody took care of that who took care during this time during the minorhood Kunjamani that lady and then Gajaraj uncle of Raghunath they took care of this. Therefore, Gajaraj sometimes you will find that Gajaraj also was a king. He was not. Then after that, when he became major in 1871, he took up the reign of Gangpur. Empty hoitla. Tapare 19th Raja Bhavani Shankar Shekhar Dev. Kintu at the time of taking over, he was not a major yet. He was a minor. And tanko samare Raja during the minority of Raja Bhavani Shankar Shekhar Dev, Rani Regent Janaki Ratnaya Amarjir looked after the kingdom. एटी अनेक कथा अच्छी टिके कथा कहीकि तांकर माइनॉरिटी समय रे नहीं ओ सॉरी राजा भवानी शंकर शेखर देव हेले तांकर ये मला राजा ने भवानी शंकर शेखर देव ही डाइड इन ओके लेट मी टेल महाराज रघुनाथ शेखर देव 71 ରୁ टेक करी करी टिल 1917 पर्यंत तांकर राजत्व चलीथिला 1917 में मरी गले किंतु तांकर से उत्तराधिकारी से माइनर थिले ए मझिरे अनेक कथा नहीं दुई तीन वर्ष अन्य जड़े देवान थिले ये शासन कले सेठी देवान क्रावेन बाबू करी जड़े थिले 17 18 19 20 रे भवानी शंकर जी हेले से मले 30 रे 10 वर्ष केवल से शासन करछंती 30 रे मले 30 रे मला परे तांकर उत्तराधिकारी माइनर थिले किए राजा वीर मित्र शेखर देव एवं तांकर परे राजा वीर उदित प्रताप शेखर वीर मित्र हमर टाउनटा तांकर नाम रे होइछि वीर उदित प्रताप एटा है तांकर सही टाइम लास्ट किंग एटा मझिरे in between after the death of Bhavani Shankar there was about 5 years when the 30 रे राजा रानी जानकी एवं देवान अमर HD क्रिश्चियन से देवान दुई जन ये टेक केयर कले डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट को 1935 रे रानी निजे से शासन करिया आरंभ कले एवं 44 पर्यंत से शासन कले एवं यही समयटे होछि आम नो रेंट कैंपेन रो समयटा रानी को समयटा then you have to clearly understand it is not during any raja's time but it is during the रानी को समय रे किंतु रानी को से सिंहासन रानी हिसाब से बसनांते she is sitting as a regent कहले somebody in the minority period of a king who looks after and administers a kingdom, she is called or regent. तेणु कर से regent थिला समय रे हमर नो रेंट कैंपेन एवं निर्मल मुंडा इशूटा होइथिला हला हम ऐतिहासिक हिसाब रे more or less we came to know when exactly this thing happened. Okay, come next scene. Okay, a few things we have to say. A relevant point to note here, Gangpur was under Commissioner of Odisha. Gangpur came under the Commissioner of Odisha. From 1864 to 1905, Gangpur belonged to the Chota Nagpur, this one. तेणुकरी बहुत आदिवासी माने ओडिशा रे बहुत लोक माने they thought that we belong to the this administration of Chota Nagpur because we really since 1864 to 1905 we belong to Chota Nagpur, but in 1905 what happened, 16 October 1905 Gangpur and Bonai were transferred from Chota Nagpur and were placed under the Commissioner of Odisha. It टिके जानिबा को पड़ेगा because when you are talking about the no rent campaign, this thing will be very very important because this becomes a issue later on. Mojire 1899 Gangpur and Bonai received sanand from British defining powers and positions vis-a-vis the British. नहीं ये हम तो कर दुबिया feudatory states कहले हमें कर देकर राज्य शासन करथिल कोटा हमर गांगपुर बनाई इत्यादि तांकु सनंद स्पेशल गुटे सर्टिफिकेट टाइप गुटे पेपरटा मोटे गुटे पेपर तुम अच्छे सेठी कौन कौन तुमर पावर कौन कौन तो फैसिलिटी इत्यादि गुड़ा सब पूरा लिखा जाइए नहीं सो दैट द गॉट एंड दैट इज हाउ ओके नेक्स्ट ओके तांकर निर्मल मुंडास आइडेंटिफाइंग मार्क इज नो रेंट कैंपेन एथि पय तांकु आमे जानू नो रेंट कैंपेन कोन मु आपन मन को कहली सो से आमे कर देबा नहीं एई संघर्षर नेता हिसाब रे आमे तांकु जानू तांकर अन्य लाइफ विषय आमर बेसी जानिवार कथा ने टू फैक्टर्स लेड टू द नो रेंट कैंपेन implementation of the new rent policy according to the IB Indra Vilas land settlement 1929 to 1936. I'll tell you what exactly it is. एवं जयपाल सिंह झारखंड रो तांकर जयपाल सिंह झारखंड मूवमेंट इन छोटा नागपुर प्रेजेंट छोटा नागपुर कोटा प्रेजेंट झारखंड से एरियाटा नहीं अवश्य टिके से बंगाल मध्ये टिके पसिथिला एवं एपटे हमर छत्तीसगढ़ रे मध्ये टिके पसिथिला नहीं हेले एई गुडी को एटा कोन आपन कहिबी हेले ए दुईटा मेन कारण इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ द इंद्र विलास लैंड सेटलमेंट प्रपोजल गुड़ी को जोटा कि सेटलमेंट होता 1929 टू 1936 भितर यार सेटलमेंट रिपोर्ट को एवं प्रपोजल को से लागू करने कारण ताकू रिएक्शन होता एवं यही समय गोटे अन्य गोटे मूवमेंट अंडर करंट चलता झारखंड रे कि इन छोटा नागपुर एंड दैट इज व्हाट द झारखंड मूवमेंट लेड बाय होम जयपाल सिंह किए अपन गोटे पेज में देखाइए ओके नेक्स्ट लैंड सेटलमेंट इन गांगपुर ओके बर्तमान गोटे सब टाइटल करके देखुची नोट No rent campaign was basically an agrarian movement that shot up due to the Mukherjee land settlement. Mukherjee किए इंद्र विलास मुखर्जी ताकू मुखर्जी सेटलमेंट पंथ कहा जाए तांकर एई सेटलमेंट रो रिपोर्ट को कार्यकारी करवा कारण रो ही जो रिएक्शन हला तार फलस्वरूप हमको नो रेंट कैंपेन प्लस द फायरिंग होइतला नेक्स्ट लैंड सेटलमेंट तेणु कर टिके बैकग्राउंड आम देखी दो कि आमर ए गांगपुर केतेटा सेटलमेंट गुड़ी होता टिके देखीदे आमको जना पड़ो एवं से भितर आमर ये नो रेंट कैंपेन पे को गुड़ी को दायी टिके देखीद ओके लैंड सेटलमेंट 1865 दैट इज ऑलरेडी बिफोर दिस रघुनाथ शेखर दो से समय गोटे जमावादी सेटलमेंट होता 1875 नाजरकोट सेटलमेंट डन बाय नॉट महाराज टाइटल पर आसला रघुनाथ शेखर देव को समय यहाँ होता 1900 आउ गोटे सेटलमेंट होता रघुनाथ शेखर देव करते 1907 रु 1911 भितर कॉलोनी सेटलमेंट बाय मिस्टर C.W.E. कॉनोली ड्यूरिंग महाराज रघुनाथ शेखर देव यही सेटलमेंट इम्पोर्टेंट कहीं यार सजेशन उपरे इम्प्रूव करा इंदिरा विलास ये सेटलमेंट रिपोर्टा मझे 1922 एवं 1925 भितर आउ गोटे नुआबादी सेटलमेंट होता ड्यूरिंग द राजा ड्यूरिंग राजा भवानी शंकर शेखर देव एवं 1929 टू 1936 मुखर्जी सेटलमेंट इंदिरा विलास मुखर्जी सेटलमेंट ने स्टार्टिंग तांको समय होता शेष किंतु जानकी रत्न राणी को समय होता है हेले ए दीटा सेटलमेंट कथा टिके देखीदेवा आमको नो रेंट कैंपेन बुझा है प्रथमटा है कनोली सेटलमेंट द्वितीयटा इंदिरा विलास मुखर्जी सेटलमेंट ओके बर्तमान टिके धीरे धीरे आम से आड़ को आसुँ नो रेंट कैंपेन क्लोज थिंग्स यू आर कमिंग टू दैट इमीडिएट कॉज ऑफ द मूवमेंट व्हिच इज बेटर Land settlement of 1929-1936 and the new rent proposals. Land settlement started in 1929 by a team headed by Upendranath Ghosh. In 1939, Indra Vilas Mukherjee takes over the charge of the settlement and completes it by 1935. In 1935, report was presented to the political agent in Samalpur. से ये थे सामलपुर कौन अथॉरिटी ब्रिटिश अथॉरिटी से ब्रुक्सिल जगह ना कि से पहाड़ उपर जो गोटे घरटे अच्छी से रोते so report was presented to the political agent Samalpur in 1935. 1936 the political agent approves this one मझे कौन कौन घटना हमको धीरे धीरे आसो and in 1937 the report is implemented. यहीटा तो सब फायर को बाहर करला कौन नहीं नेक्स्ट टिके देखीदेवा मेरिट ऑफ द कौन कौन स्पेशलिटी ऑफ द आईबी इंदिरा विलास मुखर्जी सेटलमेंट कौन कौन थिला दिस इज अ वेरी सिस्टमैटिक सेटलमेंट थिला बैक बाय एक्सटेंसिव सर्वे आगर सेटलमेंट गुलिक एमती नाला यहीटा किंतु बहुत ब्यूटिफुली वेरी सिस्टमैटिकली डन सेटलमेंट classification of land more various than the Connolly settlement. There were 11 types of land in this IB settlement. Pani Bahal, Pani Berna, Pani Mal, Barcha, Bari Bagayat, Kudar, Goda Aul এবং Goda Doem as against 4 of Connolly settlement. 4 Connolly settlement 4 केवल थिला लैंड रो ये टाइप गुड़िक कर दि जाता एवे एक्सटेंसिव रिसर्च करिकरी कि सर्वे करिकरी ये क्षेत्र गुड़ी को 11 भाव में विभक्त करिकरी से माने को जमीर केते रेंट हेबो सेगुडा को से माने ये करथिले नहीं सो इन द कॉलोनी सेटलमेंट बहाल बेरना माल एंड बच्चा एटा केवल थिला एवं हमर इंद्रविला मुखर्जी सेटलमेंट 11 tribes were there. Okay, previously those people अच्छा आगे ए बहाल बेरना माल और बच्चा थिला बाकी गुडी को बाकी एटी चारिटा 11 रु 4 गल के 7टा टाइप रो जमीन लोक माने कोन करूतिले से माने तांकु रेंट दिया जाउ नथिला से माने रेंट देउ नथिले आउ तार बदले से माने कोन करूतिले से माने ये रोजांकु बेठी बेगारी खटुतिले बेठी बेगारी आपण मन सुनिथिबे कहले कोन anybody knows students बेठी बेगारी means you are supposed to be a forced labor आज रोजांकर गुटी ये कौन कहते धान बुणवार अच्छी चलो समस्ते निज काम छाड़ी तुम धान बुणी जीव से तुम हल नंगल सब नहीं कर जीव यू हैव टू टेक एवरीथिंग फूड विल नॉट बी सप्लाइड टू यू हैव टू टेक योर ओन फूड देयर ओके सो बेटी वगैरह कंपल्सरी फोर्स्ड लेबर सो दिस वाज फॉर एनी वर्क ordered by the king or the queen or the court like royal court that you have to accord without any return, without any payment. Forced labor it was. Okay, so those people are 7 types of land, those who were enjoyed by the people, these people did not pay any rent. It was a rent-free land. But then in lieu of that, they have to pay what? Forced labor, kimba beth begari kuha jaye. आमे बेठी कहूँ कि ऑफिशियल नेम टा कौन बेथ बेगारी बुझले जिनिसटा कहीं एटे ही आम लैंड कौन कहते नो रेंट कैंपेन गोटे की फैक्टरटा आसो केतेटा जमी उपरे से माने जमारू टैक्स दे ना लैंड फ्री सॉरी रेंट फ्री लैंड गुड़िक अच्छी नहीं एवं अन्य गोटे एटा गोटे कष्ट है बर्तमान रीजन्स फॉर पीपल्स डिसकंटेंट ऑन द इंद्र विलास मुखर्जी settlement report and the execution of that in 1937. Rent on land was much higher than the Connolly settlement. Era gote reason to have. Among the next hoche rent free land uplands je upar ma ikan kanti apna goda gadi kon achi se gudi ko bacha se upre rent-free uplands enjoyed by the Chotanagpur migrants was assessed for rent. जोटा आगे फ्री थिला लैंड फ्री चाष करि पारुथिले बर्तमान तांकु रेंट पे करा जीवो हैला एठी एटा हैला एक हमर टैक्स ता टिके बेसी कॉनली सेटलमेंट जो टैक्स ये सेटलमेंट थिला ता अपेक्षा बर्तमान आईबी सेटलमेंट रो ये टैक्स ता टिके बेसी नंबर 1 रेंट फ्री लैंड गुडी के ऊपर टैक्स असेस होइछि नंबर 2 प्लस देयर इज अ थर्ड इशू दैट इज कॉल्ड खुद काटी राइट एटा टिके म बुझाई भी ने बेसी गोटे दुटा शब्द देरा दुईटी अर्थ गोटे लिनिएज अनुसार आपण मानकु बापा अजा बाप पुओ पुओर पुओ पुओर पुओर एमते जो जीव सेटा तांकर ओरिजिनल कोन कोन पैट्रियार्कन कि कोन ये खुट काटी राइट हिसाब रे एटा आसे प्रथम कथा लिनिएज अनुसार जोटा तांकर वंशानुक्रमे जोटा आसीबो सेटा प्लस आपण माने गले गुटी जंगल काटी सफा कले खेत कले चाष कले एटा को मते खुट काटी कुहा जाय खुट काटी रो दुईटा अर्थ आसला बुझले कि नै गुटी लिनिएज अनुसार आसला एवं गोटेटा ओरिजिनल क्लियरर्स ऑफ द फील्ड्स एंड देन सो एई गुडी को ये बर्तमान इश्यू हो गला गरीब लोक मैंने कोठू पैसा आसबे आमे फोर्स लेबर देवा आमको सुविधा लगुला आम आमर तो सब जमी गुड़ा एमतीटा नहीं कि कहार अच्छी बहाल कहार अच्छी कौन समस्ते एमती आप लाइन गुड़ी चाष कर तेणुक जो टैक्सेसन है हाई रेंट नो रेंट लैंड गुड़ी बर्तमान रेंट आसला एवं जोटा के से भावुले खुट काटी जमीन ता उपरे बर्तमान रेंट आसको लगला डिसकंटेंट विल गो अहेड डिस्पाइट प्रोटेस्ट द रिपोर्ट इज पास्ड मुंडास स्पेशली बहुत मैंने ए आमको सिमको एजिटेशन को मुंडा एजिटेशन मध्य कह ए अग्रेरियन एजिटेशन को मुंडा एजिटेशन मध्य कहती कहीं कारण कि बेसिकली प्राइमरीली Mundas were the ones who initiated the revolt. Later on, the other people joined. So, in 1935, when the report was passed, presented, এই সময় তাঙ্কর ডিসকন্টেন্ট ସେମାନେ জানি পকাইলে ভিতর ভিতর কোন ଅଛି discontent and express করি they lodged their complaints to the governor general and the viceroy protesting against exorbitant tax rate high tax উপরে ସେମାନେ ये प्रोटेस्ट कले एवं डेलीगेशन पठेले एवं लेटर पठेले मेमोरेंडम पठेले काबू गवर्नर जनरल एवं वाइसरॉय स्टूडेंट्स माने डू यू नो द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द गवर्नर जनरल एंड द वाइसरॉय व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस
Governor General first Governor General come at first and then Viceroy.
No, yeah, that's okay. First and second. Then, what exactly? To whom Governor General belongs and to whom Viceroy belongs? Oh, okay, I'll tell you.
Governor General belongs to India and Viceroy from Kolkata.
No, these are all Britishers. Yeah, these are Britishers. Governor General belongs to the Parliament of British, and Viceroy belongs to the Crown of British. Okay, this is the basic difference. Oh, sorry. Good. What is it? So that is the basic difference. दुई जन को दुईटा अथॉरिटी आम गवर्नर जनरल अछंती एवं वाइसरॉय अछंती दुई जन को एक कंप्लेन दिया गला एंड येट ए कंप्लेन सत्वे मझी मझी बहुत मूवमेंट चली या सत्वे ऑन 1st January 1936 रे सेटलमेंट प्रपोजल वाज पास्ड ऑब्जेक्शन सत्वे नहीं कि पास हला लोक मानक डिसकंटेंट सत्वे एवं 1937 रे प्रपोजल वाज इम्प्लीमेंटेड proposal supported submitted proposal passed and proposal implemented मझिरे तमर ये केते ये संघर्ष अछि आंदोलन अछि कि केयर कले नै अथॉरिटीज माने okay why because Rani was convinced that this settlement report is good it is beneficial for the people it is beneficial for the country. And therefore, Rani was convinced about the goodness of the settlement. Gangpur rent, even after the hike rate in rate, was less than Barsua, Bonai and Jaspur. से कहते आमे एते हाइक कलु निश्चित भाव ये रेंट को रेज करिछु किंतु बरसुआ बनाई और जसपुर अपेक्षा जेटा कि आम चारिपटे अछंती तांकर रेट रु तांकर रेंट रु बहुत कम आम रेंट अछि इट्स नॉट वेरी हाई सेकंड 9 February 39 रानी कन्वेंट सेटा परर कथाटा अच्छा ये मझिरे in between Bahadur Bhagat and Tintus Munda and Yakub इत्यादि अब ये मानकर गुरु के बर्तमान निर्मल मुंडा से फेरी आसी छंती से तो के फेरले 1919 रे फेरी छंती नहीं कि से बर्तमान लीडरशिप करू छंती ए माने हेले तांकर कोन सहकारी माने they are there in associates and these people all under the leadership of Nirmal Munda they are conducting various meetings and exciting people and telling the people don't pay rent no rent campaign this movement is already starting 1935 onwards and then you go ahead little bit when this thing is going aside track kari टिके आगर हम मेन टॉपिक में टिके छाड़ी देवा टिके देखो से जयपाल सिंह मुंडा तांकर कथा विषय टिके तांकु न जानिले तांकु विषय टिके इंक्लूड न कले हम नो रेंट कैंपेन रो किछि बेसी ये कंप्लीशन है ने a side look at Jaypal Singh Munda he was born in the 3rd January 1903 and 20 January 1970 Simole. नहीं, Indian politician, writer and sportsman से तो हमारे Olympic team रो hockey team रो captain थिले नहीं की, okay? He graduated from St. John's College, Oxford, with honors in economics. He captained the 1928 Olympic Amsterdam gold medal winning Indian hockey team रो captain थिले, India captain से थिले. In the league phase, अब को से knockout phase से captain नौतिले, तांको से तो सेठी पढ़ू थिले ना, कोठी ये आपके पाके, तांको से मैंने कहा तू ऐठी करेगा कौन कैसे इंडिया रहे तुम, तांको ये towards the second phase of the tournament तांको खेली आपको दिले नहीं, selected, he was selected for the Indian Civil Service from which he resigned. 1934, he was a teacher at the Prince Wales College in Akimota in Gold Coast in Ghana. Ghana रे गुट्टे college रे से lecturer थिले नहीं की Oxford रे पढ़ा लोग तो बहुत very efficient. 1937 the principal in Rajkumar College in Raipur रे से principal थिले नहीं. 1939 they founded the आदिवासी महासभा से हम झारखंड नहीं हम कौनटा छोटे नागपुर से ये found करी थिले. And then he was the member of the Constituent Assembly 46 to 50. हमारे भारत रे संविधान लेखिवार गुटे Constituent Assembly नथिला कि तार से सदस्य थे. अर्थात he is a big person. So Jayapal had a lot of influence on the no rent campaign. एते prominent लोग को, एते ज्ञानी लोग को, and एते powerful लोग को देश विदेश रे शिक्षा तांकर ने से ये घाना रे तांकर शिक्षक होता एटी रायपुर कॉलेज रे पीएससी ये प्रिंसिपल आउ से बहुत तेणु अब बर्तन कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली लोक जानती सब कते बैकग्राउंड से जानती एले तेणु करी नेक्स्ट ओके हम लोक माने ए निर्मल मुंडा कॉन्स्टेंटली से निजे एवं तांकर सहकर्मी माने जायकरी तांको सहित डिस्कस करते कहा सहित जयपाल मुंडा सहित एवं से ही वाज द मेन ब्रेन बिहाइंड दिस थिंग एक कथा आपण उनको जानिया पड़िबो नो रेंट कैंपेन पाई से झारखंड रे अछंती आउ सेटिन से जे छोटा नागपुर रे अछंती सेटु से आइडिया करूछन सेटु प्लान करूछंती एमन कहउछंती एवं एमन एटा के इंप्लीमेंट करू ओके हाउ वर्तमान मूवमेंट केमती प्रोग्रेस कला टिके देखिबा तीनटा पेज अछि टिके भल कर देखंतु मुंडा रेड से दहीजिरा गाँव लोक ने डिसाइड कले आम डिक्लेयर कले आम पे रेंट पे आम करू नहीं. अदर्स आल्सो फॉलोड. मीटिंग्स वर हेल्ड इन सेवरल विलेज बहुत एवं मुख्यतः मुंडा विलेज मानकरे एई गुडिक ये हेबाक लागिला मीटिंग गुडिक हेबाक लागिला आंदोलन एकदम उत्तेजना बढ़िया लागिला. 1935 मुंडास फाइल पिटिशन मु जेमति कहली गवर्नर जनरल को एवं वाइसरॉय पाक प्रोटेस्ट लेटर से पठाई थिले. गवर्नमेंट ट्राइड टू पैसिफाई द पीपल एंड परसुएड द पीपल टू पे टैक्सेस सब रकम चेष्टा केमती चेष्टा कर मैं आपन कहबी. द मूवमेंट वाज प्रोमिनेंटली बाय क्रिश्चियंस एंड मुंडा वर्तमान क्रिश्चियन ट्राइब क्रिश्चियन रिलीजन रो लोक माने एवं मुंडा ट्राइब रो लोक माने एटा ए माने प्रोमिनेंटली ए माने बेसी काहे कि ना बेसी शिक्षा से समय रे ए मान को मध्य रे थिला. Okay, so basically, Munda tribe vitre evam Christians mananko vitre. So the churches were also asked to see to the matter. During this time, Reverend Felix Scholl evam Rajgampure evam Reverend Father Verals in Samal district superior होते. अपन माने अनेक माने जानिबे नहीं क्रिश्चियनिटी से माने दुईटा संप्रदाय काम करूतला नहीं गोटे हला कैथोलिक संप्रदाय गोटे होची हम प्रोटेस्टेंट GEL गॉस्नर एवेंजेलिकल लुथरन्स हैला हेले वर्तमान एटा जोटा हम कहछु रेवरेंड फिलिक्स सोल जे से थिले हमर ये GEL मान करे हेड राजगामपुर एवं रेवरेंड फादर वेरल्स इन कैस्ट्रमल से थिले कैथोलिक मान करे दुही चर्च को राजा रानी कर कोर्ट रो ये निर्देश आसला तुम माने ए संघर्ष को आंदोलन टिके देखो कंट्रोल करिया को चेष्टा करो. नेक्स्ट तहसीलदार went from village to village persuading the people to pay. It a government तरफ से उठा. In 1938 set up ये हाँ 1938, Rani went to England for a month and back from there. She tried to resolve the matter at level base. Nije gaang ku jai kari. Rani herself went to these villages. Joti more boy. I have written, by the way, my main article, little longer article, I have got in my book called Gangpur Mission, History of Gangpur Mission. Even long essay upre dechi. Basically, eight नहीं छी या उपरे मध्य और टिके कलेक्शन करिकरी ए बर्तन प्रेजेंट करूची नहीं हेले से बही रे से गाँ गुड़ी कर नाम गुड़ी कर अच्छे और लोक मानकर केतेटा नाम गुड़ी कर अच्छे सेठी so Rani went to these villages and tried to persuade these people तुम्हें दे दियो बुझो कि एटा से के कम टिके हाई अच्छी किंतु से मान को अपेक्षा कम तुम्हारे पड़ोसी मान तो बेसी ये कर दउछंती केते कथा तांको बहुत कथा तांको बुझे के रानी हर्सेल्फ वेंट टू दिस विलेजेस विथ देवान बहादुर अब्दुल गफार खान वर्तमान देवान चेंज कहीं कि ना रानी को समय रे रानी को फर्स्ट टर्म रे जेतले ये 20 रु सॉरी 30 रु 35 भितर जो देवान थिले तांको चेंज कले दे राणी कारण कोन मु अन कथा अछि मु कहबे ने काहे से नेले रानी नेले बहादुर अब्दुल गफूर खान को तांको एवं से माने गां को जाकर दे वेंट फ्रॉम विलेज टू विलेज एंड ट्राई टू परसुएड द पीपल टू पे ओके and she said if there is any complaint personally come to me with your grievance and I am going to deal with it. I am going to look after it. Beautiful. People kept away, but people did not come. They did not believe the queen. They did not believe the Dewan. They did not believe the officials. And all the efforts made by the court, royal court, was rejected by the people because they had motivation, very powerful motivation going behind. Okay, even the queen exempted some tax. With this new taxation, she was getting about 1,60,000, tax per year. Say somewhere 1,60,000 is huge money. नहीं, ए भितरु एक संघर्ष देखकर आंदोलन देखकर से कहले ओके I give a recession concession छाड़ मु दउछि यारो टैक्स छाड़ो यारो टैक्स छाड़ो यारो टैक्स छाड़ो करी करी तंको up to the tune of 32,000 to छाड़ो तंको देवक मध्य से ये कले किंतु people were not interested in this one. Okay, next. Agitation spread among the Mundas and Urans and the other people. Basically, these are the very powerful tribes here. Nirmal Munda, Mansit Tapno and Bhodra Munda and went to Ranchi and sent the petition to governor. Copy to Jaipal Si Munda Munda Dele. Jahar copy se upar ko jautila governor general ki viceroy taro copy kaako milutila Jaipal Singh ko. Okay, so that is how. And then he himself Jaipal se nije se joti भी थे से आसुतिले governor general की viceroy को तांको meet करके लोकंकर ये आपत्ति से जणुथिले कहउथिले कि तांकर खूट काटी राइट दे दियंतु करोड़े कम करी दियंतु all these proposals he was making to the governor general summoned Rani Janki to Delhi and advised her to resolve the issue peacefully. Governor general निजे तांको डाकले दिल्ली को रानी गले एवं कहले कि you resolve the matter peacefully because this is matter of tribal. आमे डायरेक्टली इन्फ्लुएंस करि परिबो नै कारण विकृत से गड़जातटा सेटा हम कहबी गड़जात कथाटा. The state knew that the main brain behind the movement was Jaipal Singh Munda. रानी एवं कोर्ट जानिले कि मेन ब्रेन टा कोठी येठी निर्मल मुंडा नहंती अटिके अटंती किए जयपाल सिंह मुंडा. Therefore the agitators carried out the master plan made by him. So Rani Janki met the wife of Jaipal Singh Munda in Shillong. Shillong कोठी मेघालय रे नहीं कि हाँ सेठी जयपाल सिंह करो ये वाइफ हमको मीट करी करी से तांको कहले जे तुम हस्बैंड कह टिके से नॉर्मी जीवे नहीं ते तांको करणी सेठी हमर गांकुरे एमती होछि. Let him come down a little bit so that we'll have a little peace and everything will be. But nothing worked. Nothing worked. To no avail. Then when everything, all this, pacification, all that thing is failing, what the royal court is in, they're trying to suppress the revolt. Trying to suppress the campaign. When persuasive measures did not work, Rani Janaki decided to deal with it with iron hand. And he brought criminal cases against the leaders of the movement. All cases against them were revived and warrants were issued by royal courts for arrest of the leaders. Next, rent was collected from the people by applying force. Agitators were threatened that their land will be taken away by the government. Cattle and other valuables of the people were taken away by the government. Some leaders were arrested and imprisoned. Ne? Yetele pacification, kete cajole kole, kete tanku ye paramorso dele friendly. When it did not work, force kariyaku semane chesta kole. We'll go ahead. Public reaction to this court measure, jetele force kariyaku aramal kon hala. Public organized themselves and came up with bows and arrows against the government officers and the police. Police ଆସିବ government ଲୋକମାନେ ଆସିବେ ଗାଁକୁ ନା କହିବାକୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ମାଗିବାକୁ କେମିତି କିଛି କରିବୁ. They came out with what? Bows and arrows. ପଶିବାକୁ ଦେବା ନାହିଁ ତ that is the one. Okay. So it was a terrible thing. People, the government people, even the officers could not enter the villages. By the beginning of 1939, the collection of the rent became impossible. Empty ho gala je by 1939 our collection they could not do. Okay, during the turmoil, the turning of the rent was just about 1/3 of the amount. 1,60,000 is tankar estimate achi. Taku 3 bhagri bhog kari only 1/3 was collected by that time. Okay, government had to bow down before the leadership of Munda, Nirmal Munda. This all is organized here by Nirmal Munda here. Of course, the brain behind is sitting there. Where? In Jharkhand, in Chotanagpur. Church position. Church was very much, not responsible. But then this church people are doing this one. Okay, this was a movement of the people. Church leaders were kept completely away. People's movement at Athila. Church authorities had nothing to do about this one. And they were people kept the church leaders completely away from it. Church authorities disowned the blame. और सेमने जेतुले रानी कहले कि official लोगों ने कहले कि तुम उनको कानून नहीं होचे. No, we know nothing about what is happening, what they are planning, what they are doing. We know nothing. They disowned the whole thing. Okay, the movement was an embarrassment for the church of both the denominations, GELs, Protestants, as well as the Catholics. Catholics now father mane bishop mane emti ki mu eti naam dhori nai. Even the Bishop Severin was in Ranchi. He says, I know nothing. Your people are doing this, and yes, but they are doing it by themselves. It is not our work. It is not instigated by us. Okay. Authorities try to dissuade people from being involved in the movement. Probably the government position was reasonable for them. Our church authority man dekhile. जो reason हमारा रानी देउछंत कि royal court देउछि सेटा looks good. It looks good. It is less than the other. କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ sometime or the other you have to assess the land rent. No. So ତାଙ୍କର जो position ସେମାନେ କରିଛି and the Rani is making utmost effort to calm down everything. A grant देउछि से grant देउछि एଗୁଡ଼ିକୁ minimize କରି देउछि rent. कौन करियो केते? So probably church authorities sort of felt that the royal position or the queen's position is okay. Okay, that is the reason why they were not, in favor of this one. Church machinery was used to persuade the people to pay the rent. Church machinery, a bishop, motive bishop letter achi. Says ye branch bishop, तुम्हें pay करो ये टा, कौन कहते? Rent. Say letter to mu rakhichi. So, and the authorities tried, even GL authorities or Catholic authorities, how they persuaded by letters and all that thing, it is there. So church machinery was used to persuade the people to pay the rent. There was some success in this, some success here and there, but then not totally. Next, Amco Cinco massacre. After all this has failed, the massacre is taking. How it happened, let us see. Seeing the volatile situation in Gangpur, Rani sought help of the political agent of Sambalpur to suppress the rebels and she requisitioned the state joint police force. ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ସମ୍ବଲପୁର ପଲିଟିକାଲ ଏଜେଣ୍ଟକୁ ସେ ହେଲେ ପୋଲିସ ଫୋର୍ସ ଆମକୁ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଏବଂ ଆପଣ ଏହାକୁ ସପ୍ରେସ୍ କରିବାକୁ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ କରନ୍ତୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରନ୍ତୁ. Political agent and the Darbar plan to arrest Nirmal Munda. ସେମାନେ ଦେଖିଲେ ଯେ if they do not arrest Nirmal Munda, things will not be cool again. Because he is the brain, he is the main worker here, a leader here, and people are listening to him. So, arresting Nirmal Munda, they found the only way. News was given out. Now they planned how to arrest him. So they ployed a little bit. You see, what they did, they gave a news that, what news they gave? News was given out that the Rani had accepted the agitators' demand and was going to declare the good news in Simcoe village. Okay? This is a ploy, by the way. ସେମାନେ ଧରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛନ୍ତି କାହାକୁ? ନିର୍ମଳ ମୁଣ୍ଡାଙ୍କୁ. କିନ୍ତୁ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟଲି ଧରି ପାରିବେନି, ତାଙ୍କୁ ଧନୁଷର ଧରିକିରି ବାହାରିଗଲେ କିଏ ରାଜର ସୈନ୍ୟ କ'ଣ କରିବ? ବୁଝିଲେନି, ଆମ୍ବୁଶ କରିକି ମାରିଦେବେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ. Okay, therefore the ploys. News was given out that the Rani had accepted the agitators' demand and was going to announce the good news to the people in Simcoe. Therefore, on 25th April 1939, people assembled in Amco Simcoe under the leadership of Nirmal Munda. Assistant political agent Lieutenant E.W. Marger and the SDO of Nagra came to Amco Simcoe with 2 platoons of troops to arrest Nirmal Munda on charges of holding seditious meetings and assaulting village chowkidar. एटी गोटे आपण मानकु केन कहली कि नहीं नागरा कहली कि नागरा जमींदारी कोटा हमर एटी कलुंगारू नै करी एपटे जहा थिला नहीं एपटे जहा अछि सेपटे हमर ये ए सबटा नागरा जमींदारी सेटे बनै को तो छाड़ी दंतु बाकी एटी हमर सुनगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट एपटे पश्चिम पटे जहा नागरा जमींदारी एवरे कैपिटल कोटे थिला कहली कुआरमुंडा कैपिटल. अच्छा हेले Assistant political agent our Lieutenant Marger आछंती एवं SDO सब डिविजनल ऑफिसर ऑफ नागरा आमर कुआरमुंडारू से माने आसले आमको सिमको किंतु दुईटा प्लाटून धरि कि आछंती दुईटा प्लाटून ऑफ फोर्स means what? They are going to announce a good news, but they are coming with 2 armed force. People had bells ringing in their head. नहीं कि कहीं की प्लाटून जो दी गुड न्यूज अनाउंस करिवे कहछंती. रानी आस्क्ड द पीपल हु इज निर्मल मुंडा. लोक माने एबे जानु छंती वर्तमान तार पर्पस कोन निर्मल मुंडा धरिबे. ऑलवेज दे आर केयरफुल अबाउट पीपल. नाउ न्यू द इविल इंटेंट ऑफ रानी एंड द पुलिस एंड द assistant political agent. Lieutenant Marger proceeded toward the house and एते पर्यंत से भीड़ आके पचरा तुम जानिछ निर्मल मुंडा के कोड अछंती निर्मल मुंडा and all these questions going on. In close by there was a house. Whose house is that? That is Nirmal Munda's house. Okay. And now the assistant political agent is going there and people are blocking the way. People are blocking, and then a boy named Mania Munda stood at the door of the house and obstructed the lieutenant, and the soldier thrust his bayonet into the Mania Munda, and who died on the spot. नहीं से घर को ब्लॉक करके रखिछंत लोक माने, and one boy is obstructing the lieutenant general, sorry not general, assistant lieutenant, assistant political agent. ताकि करूछि तांकर गुटे पुलिस मारी देला गुटे बायनेट ताकू सेठी मरीगला पिलाटा तापर लोक उत्तेजित हो गले पीपल रेजिस्टेड द अरेस्ट ऑफ निर्मल मुंडा आर्म्ड विथ क्रूड वेपन्स तांकर जेते धनु सर लाठी ठेंगा फारसा जहाँ से धरिक आसते बाहर कले नहीं बर्तन यही समय स्कफल ब्रोक आउट बिटवीन द पीपल एंड द पुलिस अनेबल टू कंट्रोल द पुलिस से भितर केते केते घटना अच्छे डिटेल मु कहू नहीं जहाँ से गोटे संघर्षटा है कौन बस unable to control the people the police opened fire killing many and injuring many मु नंबर देउनु नंबर पर देबी they opened fire and killed many and injured many okay next many dead were thrown into the lime kiln भट्ठा नहीं कि लाइम रे चूनर भट्ठा जोटा थिला से भीतर बहुत डेड मान को फिंगी दिया गला lime kiln of Bisra stone lime factory in Birmitrapur. Some were mass buried in Bamanmara. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣମାନେ ଯିବେ ସେ ଇଏ ଟର୍ନ ଅଛି ବିରମିତ୍ରପୁର ସେ ପଶିବାକୁ ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚ ଅଛି ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚର ପଛପଟେ ଯେଉଁ ଗାଁଟା ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ବାମନମାରା ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ ବଡ଼ ଗାତ କରି ସବୁ ଇଏମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅଧାକୁ ସେ ଭଟ୍ଟାରେ ଇଏ କରିଦେଲେ ଫିଙ୍ଗିଦେଲେ ସେଠି ପଡ଼ିବାକୁ ଆଉ ଅଧାମାନଙ୍କୁ ଏଠି ମାସ୍ ବରିଆଲ ସେଠି କରିଦେଲେ ଇନ୍ ବାମନମାରା Nirmal Munda was not arrested at that particular moment. किंतु बुक रे कि आर्टिकल आपनको मिलेगा that he was arrested. No, he was not arrested. At that particular moment, he was not arrested. ये murder हला ये firing हला सब उठे से खत्म हो गया. नहीं से गुटे आपने सुनी थी गुटे धान रो ये रो कौन रे मरा भीतर ढिक नहीं क्या हाँ he was hiding in that granary that big thing कौन कहती ताकू हाँ हमारी ये प्रसाद मोरा कहते और बढ़िया कौन कहे पूर्व हाँ से भितर से लुचि थे बंची गले Nirmal Munda was arrested later after 21 days betrayed by his own people सब ये हमते था नहीं कि अधिकारी माने केते बिट्रे मान को धरे पैसा ने किछि आंदी करबो इत्यादि कहि करी ते कोठी जाऊ तुम देखु था निर्मल मुंडा कोड मूव करूची एमती करके ताकू परिशेष रे after 21 days he was arrested and then he was sentenced to 6 years that is wrong 6 years भूल रह जाइछि and then he was put in Sundargarh jail and then to Samalpur मु परे भल करी कहबी आउ थरे कहबी से बोधे चारिटा जेल तांको एमती केमती शिफ्ट करा जायतले कोटा सत्य मु जानु ना सुंदरगढ़ संबलपुर रायगढ़ जसपुर चारिटा जेल भीतर तांको बोधे शिफ्ट करा जायछि एवं he was released on 15th August 1947 firing and the arrest of Nirmal Munda marked the end of tribal uprising and no rent campaign a firing arrest of Nirmal Munda या पर ही सेटा शेष हैला टैक्स रिलीज हैला कि नहीं कि कम हैला कि नहीं नहीं हैला नहीं तारो ओके नेक्स्ट डेथ एंड इंजुरीज गवर्नमेंट क्लेम्स 31 डेथ एंड 50 इंजर्ड पॉपुलर क्लेम इज 300 डेथ एंड मेनी इंजर्ड स्टोन प्लेट एंड आमको सिमको सेज 42 डेथ्स अनदर ओपिनियन 49 डेथ्स एंड 86 इंजर्ड 42 dead on the spot, 4 die in jail and 3 shot dead while they were fleeing in jungle. And Hare Krishna Mahatab, that time he was a prominent Congress leader, he was telling what? He was telling that 300 people were dead and 82 injured. Koti se information paile, hame janu nahi, kintu se emti kahithile. Okay? So that is how, this is the, amaro exact number time paunu. एमती ही लिखी दिले भलो आउ कौन करिवा नहीं कि if you can check somebody you can do that what happened after the firing Oriya newspapers समाज एवं देशभक्त एवं नवीन condemned the inhuman firing Dhananjay Mahanta a Congress worker and freedom fighter from Gangpur put great effort to bring this incident to limelight. Some days after the firing Gandhiji, Kasturba Gandhi and Mahadev Desai were travelling to Calcutta by train. When the train halted at Kalunga station, Dhananjay and Sasibhushan Panigrahi and Ganesh Singh got into the train and informed Gandhiji about the detail of the firing, and Gandhi was very much shocked. Next, Jawaharlal Nehru and Lakshmi Narayan Mishra wanted to visit the site of firing but were stopped by the police, and Nehru wanted to start a satyagraha against this, but Gandhi advised Nehru that saying that satyagraha in Gadajat state would not be wise. It is Gadajat state, nahi feudatory state. Eti jaikri tume ye satyagraha karibo, kemti desibo, nahi. It is British against order na, to ye Rani against ochi. Okay, next. Okay, Nirmal Munda in jail. Nirmal Munda escaped hiding in the grain stock, Mora. After the firing, Nirmal stays in hiding. There were own tribe betrayers who regularly reported to the government about his movement. After 21 days, Nirmal was arrested and taken to Sundargarh. Nirmal's associates too were arrested. Family too was tortured. Nirmal and his associates were charged with sedition, Rajadroha. False cases were fabricated against them. Next. The Nirmal was tortured and his associates were tortured in the jail. They confiscated and auctioned everything at home. Family members were scattered, and Nirmal was stayed in Sundargarh jail for 4 to 5 months. Rani persuaded him to withdraw from the agitation, but he would not budge. When he was not yielding, she ordered him to be taken and be thrown him in the lime furnace in Bisra. Bisra nahi kuru gote bhati tanku piki deo. Order deythile kintu pare bhavilu nai, this firing itself creates such a lot of this one, and therefore it may not be wise. So she relented from that. Nirmal was taken to Jaspur jail according to Pandit Sundar Singh Rautia. ए बही गुड़े को मोटी अच्छी जहाँ ते निर्मल मुंडा किंवा ये नोरेन कैंपेन विषय जहाँ किसी बेसिक बही दरकार मोटी अच्छी से गुड़ी को. So Pandit Sundar Singh Rautia कहते से जाजपुर जेल को निया गले. Another account of Professor Nihar Ranjan Patnaik से सुंदरगढ़ jail to Samalpur and Raigad jail इत्यादि कहा जाए. एमती करके चारिटे जेल तो कोटा सुंदरगढ़, संबलपुर, रायगढ़ एवं जशपुर ना हमें पिट के नाम है. Okay, and released on 15th of August 1947. Post firing Nirmal Munda back home, nothing was there. After 15th of August 1947, he was released and he comes back home. There is nothing at home. All either destroyed or auctioned. He lived a poor life. Visits village and the people to see the condition, appeals to the government regarding public issues and problems and seeks solution. Tankara netagiri bartman chalichi even after this one campaign. He was elected as an MLA in 1957 to 1961 from Bisra constituency, ST constituency, as an independent candidate. Se MLA thile 5 varsho. Nirmal Munda was awarded Tamra Patra nahi ki haan, bronze plate as a freedom fighter by Indira Gandhi in 1972. He died in Bartoli 2nd January 1973. After his death, an obituary of Nirmal Munda was made in the Odisha Legislative Assembly on 29th March 1974. The tribal people have placed a memorial stone at Simcoe, and every year on 25th April, they pay their floral tribute to the victims of the massacre. Odisha government has given Amco Simcoe the tourism status, but the memorial is unmaintained and lacks facility. It is बहुत दुखर कथा. एडे बड़ घटना. सेकंड जालियानबाग जाइकरी देखंतु सेठी आपण माने कि विजिट करके देखुन केमति लागे भलो लाग्यो नै. काहे कि अनकेयर्ड फॉर भलो किछि करा जाने फैसिलिटी काहे कि अनेक कारण अछि कहि भी परिवा किंतु एबे औ कहर समय नै. 2017 family members of Nirmal were felicitated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and honored them. Concluding remarks, Nirmal Munda was a leader who fought for the rights of the people. एमती गुटे लोक आमे आम एरिया रे बोधे आमे देखिनु. His conviction and courage was unyielding despite pressure from all corners. Sabbu patru kinti pressure ଆସିଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ he was unyielding, you see, is very, very nice. Personal loss was no barrier for him to move toward the public goal. ନାଇଁ ନିଜର ସରିଯାଉ କିନ୍ତୁ ପବ୍ଲିକ ପାଇଁ କିଛି ସେ ପ୍ରାପ୍ତ କରନ୍ତୁ. That was the goal. Sad that the event and the person and the place hasn't received the due honor from the people as well as from the government. ଦୁଃଖର କଥା ସେଇ କିଏ ପର୍ସନଟା ଇଭେଣ୍ଟଟା ପ୍ଲେସଟା ଡ୍ୟୁ ଅନର ଏବେ ଯାଏ ମିଳିନାହିଁ. ନିର୍ମଳ ମୁଣ୍ଡା ମଧ୍ୟ ପାଇନାହାନ୍ତି କି ତାଙ୍କର ଗାଁ ପାଇନାହିଁ, ଆମକୁ ସିଂହକୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ପାଇନେ. ସେ ଘଟଣାଟା ବି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଭଲକରି ଏବେ ଯାଏ ଭଲକରି ହାଇଲାଇଟ୍ ହୋଇନାହିଁ. So this is basically my thesis. Thank you very much. If any question, I can.
Deep depressed world.
Beautiful question. I really like this question. You see, look. Basically, it is your own disposition that will help you. There are available materials everywhere, all corners, front, back, and sides, everywhere, up and down. Everywhere, materials there that will awaken you. But your own disposition, your own desire will help you. But, in this available material, there are three: persons, places, and events. These three really spur your desire to become good or wise. ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ ତୁମେ ଦେଖିବ ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ କଥା କରିବ, ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ସନ୍ କରିବ, ଏଇଟା ତୁମର ମନକୁ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଉତ୍ତେଜିତ କରିବ ଏବଂ ଆଉ I want to meet this type of people. ଯେଉଁମାନେ ହିରୋ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଯେଉଁମାନେ ବଡ଼ ଲୋକ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଆଚିଭର ଅଛନ୍ତି, ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ କଥା କଲେ କେବଳ ସେଇଟା ନାହିଁ, ଆମ ଦୁନିଆରେ ଛୋଟ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ ବି ଆସେ. ଏମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଯେତେ ଅନେକ ପର୍ସନ୍ସ, ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଇଜ୍ ପର୍ସନ୍ସ, ବଡ଼ ଛୋଟ ଯିଏ ବି ତୁମର ମନକୁ ଏବଂ ହୃଦୟକୁ ଟିକେ ସ୍ପର୍ କରିପାରିବ. ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ହାଉ ୟୁ ଗେଟ୍ more excited, interested, and enthusiastic about these things. Number one, places. କାହିଁକି ଆମେ excursion ଯାଉ? These places give us something different. They encourage us. They spur our mind. They enlighten our mind. They excite our mind. Places, କୋଉଠି historical ଜିନିଷ ଦେଖିଦେଲେ କେମିତି ଗୋଟେ ଲାଗେ ହୃଦୟକୁ, ନାଇଁ? ଆନନ୍ଦରେ କି ଗର୍ବରେ ଆମର ହୃଦୟଟା କେମିତି? So, places and persons and events. ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ଇଭେଣ୍ଟଟା. ଏଇ ଟାଇପ୍ର ଇଭେଣ୍ଟ ଗୁଡ଼ିକୁ ନ ପଢ଼ିଲେ ନ ଦେଖିଲେ ତାଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ଟିକେ ବିଚାର ନ କଲେ କ'ଣ? Events also spur your mind and your heart to know more knowledge, to become more intelligent. So I think basically, but everywhere these things are there, but I mentioned just three. This is how you have to now take, for example, these things. And beautiful, nice picture.
I have a question.
You have got a question, yeah.
Being a veteran leader, after being released from this jail, he came and then contested for the election.
Who?
Nirmal Munda.
Huh.
But why did he go for independent party? I tried to find out but could not. Maybe I might not have reached. Could you please?
See, we cannot enter into the minds of the people. We can only guess. And our guess is that probably he did not trust anybody. Yeah. He did not trust any political party. Because there were things. Take, for example, this itself. This event which was so, so touching, it was heart-rending. But then people, big people, came this way, but then they took no action. They took no action. If Mahatab's opinion, we take 300 people and more have died here, officially whatever it may be. But then why our big leaders did not pay attention to this and did not pick up the issue and, do something on that. And they were in the political parties. Therefore, it looks to me that he did not trust the political parties. Yeah. Therefore, independently, just as he was doing and he was dealing with the people, go to villages and person to person, take the issues. That is what best he knew, and that perhaps best he could do as an independent people. Any other?
So you told the story so well. I was really not aware about Nirmal Munda. I'm just curious to know. You said that he is not recognized so well as he should be, and also the place. What as maybe as a unit, government autonomous college can contribute, or maybe is some steps taken in the future to make him and the place recognizable that he has not got so.
Good question. There are two questions here. First of all, can government autonomous college do something about this one? And the other one is, what is the other one? You said, yeah?
Why the place is not so recognized?
Yeah, why it is not so much recognized. As a college, I think you can do something. What about some PhD departments? Take interest and go and make further research. I have done quite a lot of research with the available materials. Now the people who know are not very reliable. Especially the teachers know, especially those who have done the research know. Sometimes our popular tradition may not be so much trusted unless they are verified, right? Therefore, they may be biased this way or that way. But anyway, you can do some sort of research. Now, Sambalpur University, Burla, has done some sort of research. Some people have gone there and done some research and presented some dissertation. So they have done. What about you are close to that place? What about you thinking, as an institution here is thinking this, about this one, and do something. Do what? I do not know. But this place is very close to the place there. So you can go for an excursion. Now we have got some basis. We have got a story here. My presentation will be there. You see? And all the facts, all the basic facts are there, not detailed, but then basic facts are there. You know something now. Know something and develop on this one from this angle or that angle and do something, you can do that one. Perhaps research is the best thing. Because the moment you go and try to build something or do something, immediately political parties are entered. And that is one of the reasons I feel, this is my personal opinion, right or wrong, I cannot say. But just because of the squabble between the political parties, the place is not being developed. Because government is ready to give, trying to offer. But the moment you get something, some facilities, some money and all that thing, you mix because of the squabble of the people. That is the reason why it is not developing. Otherwise, the steps have been taken. Steps have been taken. Fine. Yes, sir.
निर्मल मुंडा और धरणधर नायक अगर कई का इन्फ्लुएंस बा कौन सी से माने इन्फ्लुएंस ही बा के का संपर्क की सकते निर्मल मुंडा का ये एजुकेशन समान.
Thank you, sir. Apparently, we do not find any documents, related to this one. But being an intelligent person, he was a broad-minded person who was trying to acquire information from here and there. It may be possible, I am not very sure. But nothing is there in the documents. Nothing is there in the documents. And number two, he was influenced much more by the people in Chota Nagpur than in any other places of Odisha or India. And he had like a role model in Jaipal Singh. And that is why he confined himself with the ideas of that great leader Jaipal Singh, and probably that is what was enough for him. And that may be one of the reasons why he did not look around. So probably he may have seen or heard, I do not know. Nothing is there in the documents. Yeah, welcome.
Sir,
Yes, yeah.
Thank you very much for your nice lecture. Actually, I had heard many times the name of Nirmal Munda from our case surrounding. But before 6 months, I got opportunity to read about Nirmal Munda. You present very nicely. And you know that history cannot be evolved. We cannot create history immediately. It has certain limitations. We have to study certain documents. And precisely you have mentioned that you read different documents, even if you have the letter of the bishop. But in that sense, actually, I just wanted to get information. If you could please provide the books or what are the literature that you have studied to explain all these things of the Kanpur state, then we will be very grateful.
You can come, you can take the Xerox copy, whatever I have got. I have no problem in giving. Okay? Only booklets are there. I have got P.A. Niharanjanukar achi, ebong Rotiankar achi, ebong amor Daniel Jojankar achi. Au gute boy booklet moti achi. You can take the copies because Niharanjan's and Rotia's books will not be able to find them at the moment. You can take the copies and some letters which I have got in the file. You can take everything what I have got. But then there are some which I got from here and there that I have put in my own thesis, like, not thesis exactly, a dissertation. In that I have put. So this thing, I have not, Vasanthi, do you have got, we are, by the way, we are colleagues in one time, okay? You have got that book? Yeah. Yes. She has got the Gangpur mission. In that you had a larger article. Many of the things that I presented here in the, yeah. So you can take, no problem. You can come anytime, you can welcome, okay? I have got a Sanskriti Kendra, I have got my own collection, I have got a little book.
I belong to Sundargarh.
I see. Very good.
My house is in Sundargarh.
Uh-huh.
Permanently I belong to Sundargarh.
Very good.
So I will meet you whenever.
Okay, welcome. Anybody has got some question? Is it Prasna? There is one. Okay. After him, okay, you. Or after her, you.
So my question is, what were the consequences that Jaipal Singh Munda has faced due to the movement?
In 1939, he started Adivasi Mahasabha, which later on became Jharkhand movement, and it was going on, and it became Jharkhand party, Tankara Jaipal Munda. Because of him only, now the Jharkhand is there. A lot of things he created, lot of documentation, lot of approaches, and because of him only, his writings and his prerana, all these things, this Jharkhand movement culminated, and finally we have got. So that is the consequence. Jharkhand has become Jharkhand. That area has become Jharkhand state because of this one. That is the biggest consequence of that Jaipal Singh movement. Yes. Sir?
Thank you, sir. I have one doubt about Nirmal Munda. So why we are saying Nirmal Munda as an unsung hero? Because of so many documents about Nirmal Munda. But why we are saying Nirmal Munda as an unsung hero?
Because it is something like, like today, Birsa Munda you talk about, or else everybody knows. Okay? And like that, there are freedom fighters, like everybody knows. In fact, if you see, the impact of Birsa Munda may be also a little less than, the influence of that time may be a little less than Nirmal Munda of this time. But for certain factors, he has become the world personality today. He is a well-sung personality today. In that context, or in that comparison, you find that Nirmal Munda is hardly known by people. Hardly known. And that is the reason why I asked you, out of all you sitting here, how many of you know or how many of you have heard about Nirmal Munda? You find very few, very less. But Birsa Munda, everybody will lift hand. That is the reason why unsung hero. Though we have got a few booklets, okay? That's all. That's all. It is not well declared.
One more thing. See, we have many institutions named after Birsa Munda.
Yeah.
So maybe the local leaders or the local administration might not have paid so much of attention to the name of Nirmal Munda. And now I find one institution existing in Raipoka, Nirmal Munda Higher Secondary School, Avilata. There is only one institution named after Nirmal Munda. So had there been many more institutions named after Nirmal Munda, there could have been many more researches and then many popularity could have been. Maybe one reason. Whereas in the name of Birsa Munda, we have so many
world over
roads, so many institutions. Now we have hockey stadium.
And you have got
that could be one thing.
You have got a train also, no?
Yeah, of course.
What is it? Dhoti Abba. What is it? Yeah, that's it. That is Dhoti Abba is Birsa Munda, by the way. Ballet thila na, sethi gote gitota thila. Tera gai dauchi. Odia. Jibana sukha dukhara mahakhela. Jibana sukha dukhara mahakhela. Di bhitaru kehi gale kete rahuchi bola. Jibana sukha dukhara mahakhela. Eta prashna hela na sukha ebang dukha di bhitaru kehi gutte gala hele kete baki rahila. सुख गला हेले दुख रहिबा दुख सुख एमती के हैं हाँ कि नहीं सते गछरे थिले सहे पक्षी बाणुआ मारिला सर गोटिए गला से गछरे केतोटी रहिले बोला केतेटी रहिले गछरे थिले सहे पक्षी बाणुआ मारिला सर गोटिए गला से बछरे केतोटी रहिले बोल जीवन सुख दुखर महाखेल सुख गला हेले दुख रहिबा एमती थियरी नहीं कारण कि जीवन आमर गोटे सीमित जीवन सुख एवं दुख गले कि गोटे गले सबुटा नष्ट ही हो सुख दुख दुनिया रे रही सरीबा जाए मरीबा जाए एटा हला थियरी नहीं तेणुक दुख को केवे करियो नहीं एटी गोटे ये थिला मोर ये क्रिएशन लिस्ट गोटे कपड़ा लतार कथा ये रो बैलेरो एटा कपड़ा लतार कथा गोटे बैलेटा अटे मल्टीलिंगुअल बैले ओडिया हिंदी बोधे सेठी नहीं कपड़ा आगे आसंती रंग बिरंगर कपड़ा लोक मैंने कौन अच्छे आपणकर से ये उपनिषद कौन कह जाए ओके सॉरी तापर आसे धड़ा रंग आसे तापर आसे कला आसे नहीं कि नहीं कपड़ा लतार कथा विभिन्न रंगर कपड़ा एवं लता मानकर कथा इटा ब्यूटीफुल ओके सो दैट इज हाउ इट इज सो आई कंपोज डेफिनेटली यू हैव नॉट हर्ड मी बिकॉज आई एम ए फादर आई डू नॉट सिंग दैट बिग बिग सॉन्ग्स इन द रेडियो टेलीविजन मुझे थी नहीं कि से सबू ऑफर आसला रेडियो टेलीविजन ऑर्केस्ट्रा म्यूजिक एंड ऑल दैट थिंग फिल्म्स ओडिया एज वेल एज कोटा हिंदी ओटे बॉम्बे सबू आसला but leaving everything, I try to become something which is more meaningful to me and more close to my heart. I have many songs, many places ମୁଁ ଦେଇଥିଲି ତାଙ୍କୁ 78 creations already ଅଛି ଆଉ full list जोटा ଅଛି something which will be applicable to this group, but then still 20 तारिख ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ballot present କରୁଛି ଏଠି ଝାରସୁଗୁଡ଼ାରେ ବଡ଼ 10-13 ମିନିଟ୍ର କିନ୍ତୁ ବଡ଼. Okay, thanks very much. So with this I sang, but then if I sing really my composition which is in a ghazal mode, beautiful. But with this, without all that accompaniment, it will not be good. Thanks very much. I am really very happy. So many of you students, very special. I am very happy. Kichi inspire ni inspiration niyo. Person, places and events inspire you. ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଆସିଛି ଯଦି ମୋତେ ଦେଖି କରି ମୋତେ କିଛି ଇନ୍ସପିରେସନ୍ ପାଇପାରିବେ, I will be very happy. Thanks very much everybody. Okay, thanks.
I would like to request Vikram sir for vote of thanks. Please, sir.
A warm and graceful good afternoon to all present here. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks. I am Vikram Kumar Malik on behalf of PG Department of History. First of all, I would like to thank you. I extend a hearty vote of thanks to our Honorable Chief Guest Dr. Ignatius Soreng for accepting our invitation and spare time with us from his busy schedule. Today we had an opportunity to hear thought, and this will surely encourage to us. You have truly made this day enlightenment for us, sir. We have got a lot of information and which will be truly helpful to us in our future. And I extend sincere thanks to our respected Dr. Bijay Behera sir for stimulating the wishes and aspiration of the rising of the generation. Your dedication and commitment to our college, it's a very inspiring to us always. And extremely thank you to our HOD, Ms. Basanti Kujur Madam, for her support and guidance us always. I would like to thank you our series coordinator, Dr. Sasmita Samal Madam, for actively taking interest in caring, supporting for this program. Especially thanks to all students present here to work hard to make this event possible. Last but not the least, I would like to thank you so much, one and all present here, to make this event successful. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.
ये सही समय कथा केतेबेले एई भारत देश से इंग्लिश शासन होइसे वो तास होइतो चारिणे व्यापी चारिला इंग्लिश गोलाम विरोध रे आंदोलन द्वारा एही कहानी भारत ओडिशा राज्य 26 गणजात मध्य एक छोट राज्य काम यह भी सही महारानी जानकी रत्नन को अधीन रहती जेमती इंग्लिश मान द्वारा प्रस्तुत द्वारा गाँ लोक मैंने समस्या सम्मुखीन होते आसतु आम समस्त देखा केमी गाँ लोक मैंने प्राणी सम्मुख में निज वार्ता रखुंती ना ना
महारानी जानकी रत्ना पधार रही है।
सुनो 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 शांत शांत महारानी तुम मान आगे उपस्थित अच्छा जहाँ किसी समस्या अच्छी रानी को पचारे तुम कोई
महारानी आपको निकट में निवेदन वर्षरे आम चाष दयाकोरी ये वर्ष कर छाड़
राणी जानकी रत्न लोक सहित मिसी एक विशाल सभार आयोजन कले सेथिरे राणी गाँ लोक समस्त कथा शुणिले और परे सही समस्या को राणी इंग्रेज सरकार सहित आलोचना कले किंतु इंग्रेज सरकार गाँ लोक दाबी को प्रत्याख्यान कर देथिले।
भाई माने महारानी हमर दाबी को सुनिले नाही एबे मात्र गोटे रास्ता अछि विद्रोह 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 विद्रोह
एही कथा ग्रामवासी माने जानि सेमाने भाबिले कि रानी इंग्रेज सरकार को सहित मिसिछन तापरे समग्र ग्रामवासी रानी को विरोध करे किछि समय परे
सावधान महारानी पधार रही हैं।
एठारे सभा समाप्त होछि।
किछि दिन परे एही परि भाबरे लोक माने विभिन्न कर पई इंग्रेज मानक विरुद्ध रे लड़ाई आरंभ करिया पई एकजुट हेले। एही समय रे ग्रामवासी मानक मध्य जने तेजस्वी वीर चौथांकर चयन करा गला जहांक नाम से इतिहास रे स्वर्णाक्षर रे लिपिबद्ध निर्मल मुंडा।
भाई माने आपण को आगे हमकु गोटे सपना को पड़िबो जे जेते या इंग्रेज सरकार हमर दाबी गुडी को पूर्ण न करनते आमनकर एही विद्रोह जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो।
निर्मल मुंडांकर विचारधारा रे ग्रामवासी माने बहुत प्रभावित होइथिले। ताहापरे ग्रामवासी मन तांको सहित मिसी आंदोलन को तीव्र करिया पई आगे आसिले।
जे पर्यंत इंग्रेज सरकार परछाड़ा करिवेनी विद्रोह जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो।
दीर्घ दिन पर्यंत एबे भी एही विद्रोह जारी रहिছে।
जे पर्यंत इंग्रेज सरकार परछाड़ा करिवेनी से पर्यंत विद्रोह जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो। जे पर्यंत इंग्रेज सरकार परछाड़ा करिवेनी विद्रोह जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो।
एही आंदोलन जंगलर निया भली ग्रामवासी मन रे जोड़ुथिला। शेषरे रानी जानकी रत्न बुझी पारिथिले लोकंक मनर कथा। लोक माने विचार करे जे किछि अंश कर छाड़ करबा अपेक्षा संपूर्ण कर छाड़ करा गले पूरा ठीक हबो।
महारानी सावधान महारानी पधार रही हैं।
महारानी करो जय हो महारानी करो जय हो महारानी करो जय हो।
मो इंग्रेज सरकार संगे कथा आली से एक वर्ष किछि कर कम करिया पे राजी होइछन्ती। एबे तमे तमर आंदोलन बंद करो।
महाराणी जय हो। महाराणी ए वर्षर कर संपूर्ण भाव में छाड़ करा जाऊ नहले विद्रोह जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो।
एही कारण जोगु लोक माने निजर नेतांक दायित्व रे प्रथम अपेक्षा एथर अधिक अग्रसर सहित आंदोलन रे जोग देइथिले।
भाई माने ये सरकार तो आमन को दायी माने को पड़िबो। प्रथम दाबी होछि भू आईन हमकु संशोधन करा जिवो तापरे जंगल आईन संशोधन करा जिवो तापरे जोगी रेटी को सुपरे तार मूल छाड़ करा जिवो। ए सब आईन जदि न माना जिवो ताहाले हमर ए विद्रोह रहइबो नाही जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो जारी रहइबो।
एही आंदोलन निया इंग्रज सरकारक शासन व्यवस्था रे मुंड व्यथार कारण पालटी सारिथिला।
तुम्हें दमन करि पारिबो नहीं दमन करि पारिबो नहीं तुम फ्यूचर रे तुम पाई भलो हबो नै कि हमो पाई भी नुहे। जदि यहा को तुम्हें दमन करि पारिबो नहीं कांग्रेस सरकार को यह निज हाथ को ले जिवो।
सर ये रानी किसी काम की नहीं, जो करना है हमको ये करना पड़ेगा।
ठीक है।
एही समय इंग्रज सरकार आंदोलन दमन पाई नीति अपनाई सारिथिले। इंग्रज सरकार महाराणी को अस्थिर भाव बाछिथिले एवं तांको ऊपर चाको पकाइथिले। एबे इंग्रज सरकार चाको सहित छळकर रास्ता अपनाई सारिथिले।
सुनो 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 अंग्रेज सरकार मुंडा मानक आंदोलन को अभियोग करिसंती तेणु एही विषय रे कथा हेबा पई आसंता 25 तारिख वाइसराय आमको सिंह ठारे एक सभा आयोजन करिसंती।
ग्रामवासीगण समय मानकर समस्त दाबी पूरण कर जिवो। तमनक भितर समर मुखिया निर्मल मुंडा के कोठी अछि से मो सामना को आस।
महाराणी मु निर्मल मुंडा।
महाराणी मु निर्मल मुंडा।
नहीं महाराणी मु निर्मल मुंडा। नहीं नहीं मु निर्मल मुंडा। मु निर्मल मुंडा। महारानी मुझे नहीं लगता कि वो यहाँ पे हो सकता है, हमें उसका घर जाना चाहिए। ऑफिसर वो भीतर को जाओ छी किछि प्रॉब्लम है बी अलर्ट।
यस सर।
अलर्ट।
कोई हम पे हमला कर रहा है। फायर।
पड़े जाओ
हाथ नहीं सकता। पकड़ो उसे।
शेषରେ ଗିରଫ ହେଲେ ନିର୍ମଳ ମୁଣ୍ଡା। ଏହି ଗିରଫର ପ୍ରତିବାଦରେ 25 ଏପ୍ରିଲ 1939 ମସିହାରେ ପ୍ରାୟତଃ 500 ଆଦିବାସୀ ସେନା ଲାଠି ଟାଙ୍ଗିଆ ତଥା ଅନ୍ୟାନ୍ୟ ଅସ୍ତ୍ରଶସ୍ତ୍ର ଧରି ଇଂରେଜ ବିରୁଦ୍ଧରେ ଲଢ଼େଇ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ବାହାରିଲେ। ଫଳରେ ଉଭୟଙ୍କ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ଧସ୍ତାଧସ୍ତି ଆରମ୍ଭ ହୋଇଗଲା ଏବଂ ପୋଲିସ ଗୁଳିଚାଳନା ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିଦେଲା। शेषରେ ଏହି ସ୍ଥାନ ପାଲଟିଗଲା ରଣଭୂମି ଓ ପ୍ରାୟ 39 ଜଣ ଆଦିବାସୀ ମୃତ୍ୟୁବରଣ କଲେ। ଏ ହେଉଛି ସେହି କଥା ସେହି ଗାଥା ସେହି ଇତିହାସର କଥା ସେ ନିର୍ମଳ ମୁଣ୍ଡାଙ୍କ ସହଯୋଗ ସେହି ନିର୍ମଳ ମୁଣ୍ଡାଙ୍କ ଇତିହାସର କଥା ତାପରେ ସେ ନିର୍ମଳ ମୁଣ୍ଡାଙ୍କ ସହଯୋଗୀ ଓ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦୀର୍ଘ 6 ବର୍ଷ କାଳ କାରାଗାରରେ ରଖି ସଶ୍ରମ ଦଣ୍ଡର ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା ଆପଣାଇଥିଲେ ଗୋରା ସାହେବ ପ୍ରଥମେ ସୁନ୍ଦରଗଡ଼ ଓ ପରେ ସମ୍ବଲପୁର ଜେଲରେ ବନ୍ଦୀ କରି ରଖାଗଲା ତାପରେ 1947 ମସିହାରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଜେଲରୁ ଖଲାସ କରି ଦିଆଗଲା तो एथिरा एक निर्मल मुंडांकर इतिहास एही गौरवरंजित इतिहासर मुखसाक्षी जहाँ आधुनिक भारत रे स्वाधीनता इतिहास रे एक अविच्छेद्य अंश भावे संरक्षण रे लिपिबद्ध होई रही गला सबुदिन पाए
Thank you, my dear students. It was really awesome when we listened something and then after we saw that physically what happened in Nirmal Munda situation. So it's a really very fantastic work by our students who worked actually very hard. Due to very short period they have prepared all these things. So thank you so much, my dear students. So here we wind up the this first series. Thank you for your coming and making this session successfully. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.